Good morning. Bed's made. It also comes with a big black dog if you didn't know. Got my water, fixed my hair, took a shower this morning. I'm gonna go down, make some coffee, and then get ready for our live this morning. Coffee, I've got 3 drops of Lugol's iodine. I'm gonna try 3 instead of 2 and see if it makes me feel any better. Vanilla extract, my coffee with heavy cream. I find I like it blended up in the cup. It blends it and frosts it really beautifully. And let's see if I can make it without dumping it everywhere. And that would be my coffee this morning. Getting ready to start a live. If you ever wonder how I have it set up, I have it set up like that. First meal for today is 1 beef kielbasa. Dog walk time. The 3, and then I have the crazy and the buggy. Dinner tonight is a bone-in ribeye with, this is sour cream and horseradish mixed together and a little bit of vinegar. It looks phenomenal. Good evening. Today has been another good day. Took the dogs for a nice 2-mile walk. They loved it. I have also decided I'm adding to another repertoire of my habits is dog training. I'm 100% gonna make Olive the best trained big old 70-pound dog there is. I don't know if that's gonna happen because she is stubborn as goat. We'll see. Today was kind of a day off. It's Sunday, so played some games with Scott, did a little bit of house chores. Every 2 or 3 days, Olive destroys her toys, and it looks like I haven't vacuumed the carpet in months down there just because there's like little chewed pieces of tennis ball and little like guts from dragons and everything just down there. It always feels good to get that cleaned. A big thing I wanted to talk about today is while I was showering this morning, it kind of dawned on me, I've been like mentally struggling. You know, sometimes like in life, you feel like you just have to keep muddling forward. Like you just have to keep pushing yourself forward, keep taking them steps. That's where I feel like I've been lately. And discovered my thoughts around it is mentally, I know I've mentioned this, it's probably been a while before, is I've been having like these little mental tantrums of I don't want to do that. I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. I don't want to do work stuff. And so it's been kind of rough on me, probably Scott too. And in the shower, I realized we took a course called Landmark Forum a long time ago. And they have this kind of like chocolate or vanilla, choose. You got 2 options, chocolate or vanilla, choose. And then you make your choice. You're like, okay, great, chocolate, whatever. And then he's like, okay, let me ask you, because this is our form later. He's like, okay, let me ask you another one. You're like, okay, vanilla, choose. And you're like, I don't want vanilla. I don't like vanilla. Okay, whatever, chocolate, whatever your flavor is, or is it? I don't want vanilla. And it's like, too bad. The only choice is vanilla. So there's 2 paths you can take with this. I can take with this. I've taken with this. Having the mental breakdown, tantrum, pushing a round peg through a square hole, making day-to-day, I don't want to say suffering, but it can be miserable, more painful than it needs to, or choose the only choice there is. And I've been taking this path, which has been making things mentally and emotionally more difficult for me, and probably Scott, probably the people around me. I have to deal with my mentalness. And in the shower, I just realized I had been on this side, choosing the only choice there is. Scott's brought this up many times. He's like, in life, for me right now, there's 2 options. I either can go back to the way I was, sad, depressed, overweight, sick and dying, or the other path, which is carnivore, healthy, feeling better. And I will never go back to this path. So I have to be an adult Amanda and choose this. And this is the only path I have, which means no more tantrums, Amanda. No more feeling like I'm having to push a square peg through a round hole and complaining mentally about things that I do or don't want to do, or groaning to myself. Because have you ever been around people who they just complain all the time? Now imagine that with yourself. It just drains our own selves when we complain and moan. And, you know, there's times that just expressing ourselves is not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like, oh, I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. and just like that chattering voice in my head, just draining me of what little energy I may or may not have. So there we are. That was a big like moment for me today. And honestly, it's made today much lighter. That voice saying, well, you should be doing something. You shouldn't just be enjoying yourself with Scott most of the day. It's like, you know, ew. Our plans for tomorrow. I am going to start setting up a schedule for the dog training, whether it's 10 minutes a day for each dog, and that's all I get. That's fine. Any progress is some progress with them, as well as I have not been a very good girl. And for the past few days, I have not done my elliptical. Pretty much, I haven't done it consistently since I was sick last week. So tomorrow is starting back on, being consistent with it again. Because I felt good doing it. I genuinely felt good about myself. I physically felt good, and it was kind of a good like to the day. The other goal for this week is consistent with exercise, elliptical, working on getting up 15 minutes earlier every single day till eventually I can get up at 6 a.m. happy as a clam. And then this is a lot of big bites to take. Walking Ryu again every morning. She loved it. I loved it. It was so much fun. And honestly, very peaceful, especially when it's just me and her. Anyways, y'all, that is it for today. I am going to go change and get into bed. Scott looks like he's heading that way too. I appreciate you guys so very much. Have a wonderful day today. Know that you are valued and you are important, even if you don't feel like it right now. Even if you don't feel like it right now, there are people who would miss you, even people that you don't know. I would. All right, y'all. I shall talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Olive's big head says bye too.